Alright, lazy man. Let's see how it's looking. Do you see yourself in the mirror? Alright, let's see. Big boy. You ready for your close-up, honey? Oh, look at that baby! Look at you. Mommy's good helper. Yeah. You're so handsome. Say hi, guys. Say hi, lazy man. Oh. Hi. Say mwah. Mwah. Oh, you see that fan? Yeah. Hi you guys, welcome back. We are here today with a client slash model makeover. I really wanted to do something fall, and I've been really enjoying doing makeup on clients. So I have my girl Kayla here, and we are just gonna get into the fall glam, and we are going extra and over the top. So if you want to see, keep on watching. We are going to first start with her brows. I'm going to spoolie them, or use the spoolie of this ColourPop brow pencil. This is in black and brown, and I'm just going to lightly fill it in. I personally have gone away from doing the really bold Instagram brows on my clients. I find that they like it a little more natural. Of course, there are some girls that do like it a little more bold, so I generally ask first, do you like your brows more natural or more, over the top? And as you can see, Mr. Blaze made an appearance at the beginning of this video, and he is in basically every single shot at the beginning of the video. So yeah, towards the front I'm going to do like upward strokes, and then towards the back I'm going to do like side strokes. Then I'm going to take some Juvia's Place concealer. This is in the shade 16. I really like using Juvia's Place concealer. It's so creamy, and like a little goes a long way. This is what I use to carve out under the brow with an E15 flat definer brush from Sigma, and then I'm going to pull that down. I noticed that this is a little too close to her skin tone, so I didn't use it underneath the eyes, but I did use it to prime the eye. So I'm going to take just a little bit of that concealer, run it over the eye, and then I'm going to use a Moda, it's like a small concealer brush. I'm going to use that just to blend it all in. And then I personally like to set my concealer when I do eyeshadow. I feel like I can work with the product a lot better. So this is the RCMA No Color Powder. It's just a translucent setting powder. It's really nice. This isn't the first time I've used it, but I just bought it recently and I've been really loving it for clients. So the first shade I'm going in with is Honey Badger, and this is from Makeup Geek. I am taking I want to say this is an E35 brush by Sigma, and then an E40 brush, and I'm just going over that. I'm taking the shade G Money out of the Jaclyn Hill times Morphe brushes palette, her volume 2 palette. I love that shade so much. It's like my favorite shade. And then now I'm going in with Chocolate Wasted with an E25 blending brush. This is going to be my darkest color. This is going to add depth and definition to the look. And like I said, we're going with a fall vibe. So that's why I went in with more warm shades in the crease, and then I'm using this brush just to add more depth and definition, and I'm going to run that into the crease, and then I'm going to continue to pack it on till I get a lot, like as much color as I need. And as you can see right here, Blaze is just so grabby, and he absolutely adored Kayla. Like, he loved her, so he just kept touching her, and like he pulled up her cape. Like, my man's was like all over her. It was so funny, so cute. They were so cute together, and she has kids herself, so like it was just really nice to, you know, not have to worry about too much. So next I am taking another Makeup Geek shadow. This is in the shade Brick House, and I just wanted a little more red just to kind of warm it up even more. So I'm taking that, and this is like a small blending brush from Morphe. I really love this brush, and just kind of running that over the previous shade. So now I am taking a Colored Rain eyeshadow in the shade Dethrone. They recently put their single eyeshadows on sale for like $1 or $2. Like, it was really inexpensive, and I was like, okay, I've been wanting to try some of their shadows for a long time, and I really like them, you guys. Like, I've been reaching for the single shadows that I got from Colored Rain a lot more often than I have like other eyeshadows. I find that they're like shimmery shadows are really buttery, really creamy, and they go on without even having to use an eyeshadow base, or not an eyeshadow base, like a pigment primer. Sometimes I use the NYX pigment primer, but I don't have to with their shadows. Really nice. So I am taking a ColourPop like concealer brush. I'm taking the NYX glitter primer because I am going to be going in with a glitter. Now, this glitter is just a glitter that I got off of Amazon. I just searched like chunky glitter, and it came with like a bunch of different shades, like lime green, yellow, blues, pinks, purples, browns, blacks. Like, there was just a crap ton of different like shades. So yeah, I just am packing that all over the lid, and yeah, we're applying the glitter. I personally find that glitter is like really messy, especially like the chunky glitter, but it's really easy to pick up. So I've been loving the chunky glitter over the fine glitter. But now I am taking Sigma's matte black eyeshadow in Control. It's just a single shadow I've had for years, and I'm taking one of the ABH double-ended brushes that comes from her palette, and I'm just taking this right along the lash line. I am winging it out towards the wing. I didn't want to go in with just like your regular like black liquid liner, so I was like, why not? Like, I felt like it needed some liners, but I'm like, why not do like a smoky liner with like some shadow? And it turned out really pretty. So I'm gonna clean her up. I'm using some micellar water from Garnier and a cotton round, and I am going to clean up that edge and kind of make it a little more crisp and clean and easier from when I apply the concealer. But I did apply or remove the glitter, excess glitter, with some tape, so just in case, because I didn't show that. But we are priming her skin with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. We're going to apply that all over her face. She has flawless skin. If you haven't seen my reels of her on Instagram yet, go check it out. Like, I have no filter on it. Like, the girl is absolutely flawless. And then I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This is the Matte and Poreless in 332 Golden Caramel. She is very light skin. Like, her and Blaze are basically like the same color, and this shade was just maybe like a smidge darker than her, but like once it's blended in, it blended in really nicely. And since she does have a more golden undertone as opposed to a pink undertone, I went with 332 as opposed to 330, because 330 was just a little too pink, and I didn't want her looking pink. So I'm just using a flat foundation brush and just going and blending that all in. Then I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I use two different concealers. The first concealer I go in with is 22, and this is Wheat. And I first go in and just apply that to all of her high points, so under the eyes, the chin, down the bridge of the nose, the forehead, and then I am going to clean up right against the black eyeshadow on the edge of her eye. And I was filming her for a reel as well as doing the YouTube video, so you'll see my phone in these videos that I do, just because I kind of want to make sure that I have, like, you know, enough content for both pages. But this is where I'm just cleaning it up, and then I'm just gonna go in and blend it all out with a beauty blender, like, you know, just like normally like I would do my own makeup. It's basically how I do my clients' makeup, unless they are a little older, I don't use as much concealer, but I know that she likes the glitz, the glam, and the extraness. So I went in and I really, like, you know, Kim K highlighted her face. Like, we got it in. Now that I have everything blended in, I'm going to take that RCMA No Color Powder again. I'm going to take it with the Beauty Blender sponge and just pat it into all of the areas that I applied the concealer. This is just going to set her, make sure it's nice and matte. I'm also going to run it along her jaw, down the bridge of the nose and the forehead, basically everywhere where I applied the concealer except the jaw area. I just wanted to make sure I had like a nice, clean, crisp, kind of like contour, you know what I mean? So yep, make sure you hit her smile lines because you don't want any settling within the fine lines. And then we're gonna go in and bronze. Now when you're this light, it can be kind of hard finding a bronzing shade that won't make you look very orange. I personally use the Hoola bronzer in caramel. Benefit came out with 3 different bronzing shades. The regular one, caramel, and then they came out with toasted. And this one was very warm, but I felt like I kind of got away with it because the blush that I used was a nice warm blush, and then I have a lot of those oranges going on her face, on her eyes. So it kind of all just tied in together, but I don't know, I probably should have used the Black Radiance contour palette because it's a little more neutral based as opposed to like this is a little more like orange. So, you know, just trial and error. I haven't done her makeup in a long time, probably like 2-3 years. So it had kind of been a while. So I wasn't like so extremely familiar with what to use. So, you know, you live and you learn, but it all turned out well at the end. But right now I am just using a Sigma brush and just brushing away all of that excess powder. I didn't want to leave it on to bake too long to dry her skin out. And then I'm just going to take a Sigma E39 Puff and Blend brush and contour down her nose. And I did hear that they got rid of this brush, so just any old brush that you use to contour your nose would suffice. But I'm just going to run it down the sides of her nose just to kind of, you know, slim it up and give it a nice structured look. Make sure I hit right underneath the brows, towards the front of the brows. And then now we're going in with the blush. And blush is probably my favorite part of applying face makeup. Like blush and highlighter are probably my favorite. So I'm going to use the shade Yummy Bite. I mixed Yummy Bite with Most Necessary out of their cheek palette. This is a quad. It has like 4 different blushes on it, and it's called Tea Cakes. So they sent this to me a while ago, but I really love using this Tea Cakes palette for lighter skin tones. It's so gorgeous. And then for highlighter, I'm using the I Love Sarahi times Dose of Colors highlighter in Soulmate. And this highlighter is just a really nice, like, frosty champagne kind of highlight. It's like popping. Like, a little goes a long way, but like, look at this when I put it on her cheek. Like, it is like bling bam, thank you ma'am. I'm also using a Morphe highlighting brush, and this is what I like to use for clients. It just this highlighter just is gorgeous. Like, it just looks so good on the skin. So now I'm going to take a little bit more of control, and I'm going to be very careful with this because I don't want this matte black eyeshadow to drop onto her face because it can kind of be a little messy. But I am going to kind of like lengthen the black wing and also like just smudge it out a little bit more, so that way it doesn't look super harsh with the concealer. But I wanted to make sure that it didn't look like powder was over it or concealer went over it or anything like that. Just want to make sure it looks nice. But now we're going to start working on her lower lash line. So I'm going to repeat the same colors that I use up top. I'm going to use Honey Badger first, or no, I am using the shade Chocolate Wasted first, and I'm going to just use a small pencil brush. I think this is an E30 from Sigma, just a regular pencil brush, and just apply that. And then I'm going to take more of Brick House on a Morphe blending brush. This is from the Jaclyn Hill collection, and just use that to smoke it out. And then I'm going to go back in with Control with another E15 flat definer brush and just use that right against the lashes, like just really tightly against the lashes, just to kind of smoke it out and to make everything a little more cohesive. And then I am going to use a little bit of Legend, which is a foiled eyeshadow from Morphe, with a little pencil brush, and pop that into the inner corner. And then I'm going to pop just a little bit of Soulmate right over the top, just to make it pop a little bit more. Like, it just, I don't know, it just added the perfect little pop. And then I'm using the Milani Icol pencil in black and just putting that right instead of her waterline. And yeah, that's basically like the whole look. I am going to go ahead and spray her face as well. And don't mind my hair, don't look at my kitchen. But I make sure to spray her face just to set everything, make sure all of the powder molds together, make sure everything looks like nice and cohesive. And now I'm using a little bit of ABH's Brow Freeze. I love this stuff, you guys, for my clients. I personally haven't gotten to use it with myself, but it looks so good on the brows. Like, it gives it that laminated brow look without having to get your brows laminated. So I'm just using a disposable spoolie and just brushing that through her brows and just making sure that they stay and they stay put. Like, it literally, once you set it in your brows, like, it is literally like set. Like, there ain't no moving, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and pop on her lashes. These are some lashes that I got from Amazon. I just order all of the lashes that I use for my clients off of Amazon, and these are like some more dramatic lashes. Most of my clients don't like these. I think these are 25 millimeter mink lashes. Most of my clients don't like them, so you know, why not use them for my videos? And then we are going to move on to the lips. I am using ColourPop's lip liner in BFF number 3. This is like my favorite lip liner to use for the like lighter skin clients. It just looks so good on them. It's not too dark. The liners are super creamy. Like, ColourPop's liners are slept on. I don't have to worry about like skipping or tugging or anything like that like I do with like normal lip pencils. ColourPop's lip liners always get me right. Like, they always do what needs to be done. And then for the lipstick, we are going to take a Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Cozy. I find that like with nudes, like you can kind of go awry. It can be a little too warm on the lips, but Cozy was perfect. Like, it was the perfect color, and I think this look would have looked bomb with it just being matte like it is now. But I always like to take it up a notch, and I personally like glossy lips. I feel like it adds like the finishing touch. So I am taking the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Fantasia with a disposable lip wand, and I am just applying this all over the lips just to give it that nice full juicy lip. And voila. Like, basically at this point, you guys, we are finished. Like, I think I set her face one more time with the Maybelline Glass Spray, but other than that, you guys, we are finished. Like, this look was bomb. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like videos like this, please leave me a comment down below and let me know that you want to see more of these. Personally, I'm feeling more in the mood to do videos with my clients as opposed to myself. I'm just not back there yet, but not to say that I won't ever come back on camera, because I probably will. But in the meantime, you guys will see me work on the opposite side of the camera. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you're riding with me regardless. I love you all. My baby is awake from his nap, and I will talk to you guys later. Mwah. Bye.